Everybody, welcome back to another Classics or Better video. I'm Travis, and today the goal is to get the top of my rear seat fixed up on the cheap, hopefully easily, and get it back in my 67 Camaro. So the plan today is to get all this nastiness out, get it disinfected some, get some new foam in here, and then retighten the seat cover to the frame. Okay, y'all, so one thing you might want to do is have some kind of mask on or something just for this, because little dust and particulates flies everywhere. Oh man, it makes my allergies go nuts. So anyway, you don't have to do it, but definitely does not hurt. So we have some progress. Using some needle nose pliers and some effort, I was able to get most of the bottom area here cleaned out. You can see all the water damage and nasty crap from all of the mouse pee, and obviously they ate, some of the pads, so that was messed up as well. The frame's in okay shape, so I'm thinking now just to get this cleaned up really good. Alright, now to get super technical with you guys, I'm just going to use some Walmart Lysol ripoff brand and get this thing cleaned up, or at least coated, so I can touch it without catching something horrible. Okay, so the foam we're using is straight up project foam, just multi-purpose project foam for seats, insulation, anything like that. Should hold up. I went with the 2-inch thickness, and you can get this at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Joann's, any kind of craft place like that. Well, I got the strip cut out, and it turned out using a pair of just normal scissors was the easiest way to go. It was too thick for the box cutter. I didn't feel like going in the house and getting my giant X-Acto knife thing, but a pair of scissors just cut straight down it, so cool. Alright, so got the new foam in the seat. If you mess up a little bit, don't worry about it. You can kind of patch in there since it'll all be wrapped up. Again, it is not perfect. Is this the right way to fix your seat? No. Is this gonna work? Probably. So I'm not too worried about it. Again, for as much as I use the back seat, which is never, or just to hold like a backpack or something, this should work just fine. Okay, so since we don't have enough material, like where this would normally be here is gone, to make or attach these actual O-rings back again, it's just not going to reach. We need to go to zip ties. Yes, zip ties. Why? Because we're doing this on the cheap, and it should work. Also need some kind of leather, like a hole punch. You might be able to use like an actual paper hole punch if you really want to get sketchy with it, but try and use one of these. But this should be easy enough for what we're doing. I'm going to stay on this side of this stitch. I'm going to pop a hole in here. Get the zip tie, get it under the frame. I'm not going to super cinch it down till I can get a whole bunch of these going, and then I'll tighten them all together so I don't want to rip any of these little tabs on the other side of the hole. And then we'll go all the way around and get this thing cinched in. That easy. Alright, so that was a lot of work. Super easy, but tedious. But I think I got my custom hog ring idea done. So you can see all the little zip tie tails I just left on here so you could get a kind of a gist of how many I used. Okay, so here it is after attempt 1. The seat cover is nice and tight on here. So that worked out pretty well, but my foam, not so much. I mean, it feels okay, but you can see where it dips down. So what I'm thinking is I just need to put another layer in there, and then I'll zip tie it up again and see how it looks. Alright, so attempt number 2 was a total success. So doubling up the foam was the key, but I got the cover back on nice and tight. The foam's in here, it's nice and level till you get to the drop off where the bottom part of the seat hooks in. So now all I got to do is get it in the car. Got it in the car. I think it came out pretty well, especially for doing this on the cheap with foam and zip ties. Don't do stuff like this if you're about to sell the car, because that's shady and that's not cool. But again, I'm gonna keep this car forever, and some point in time I'll get new front seats and rear seats, so I'll just switch it all out then. But for a good old Band-Aid patch, since again I just use this for like a shelf, I think this was extremely successful. All right, y'all, so that kicked my booty getting that back in there. But job's done. I think it looks okay. Does it look amazing? No, but for $30 or so that I had in this thing in like 2 hours of time, didn't come out too bad at all, I think. So anyway, again, I'm not a upholstery expert, so use this kind of as a guide or just for ideas. But it worked. It was simple. If you need something for like show worthy, go pay a guy to do it. But if you're just trying to make it work, get you some Walmart foam and some zip ties and make it happen. So anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time.